Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. So today I want to show you my 10 favorite summer palettes, and I sorted out some palettes where I have to think immediately of summer when I look at them, but there are also some palettes where you maybe wouldn't directly think of it, but they have a nice twist to them where you can imagine to use them in the summertime as well. So let's get right into it. So let's start with my smaller palettes that I want to show you, and the first one is my Pat McGrath Quad Nocturnal Nirvana. I really love this one. I don't use it that often anymore like I used to, but those colors I really like to use the most in the summertime. They are so glitzy, so sparkly, and those three shades right here especially are reminding me of summer. This beautiful sky blue shade right here, this beautiful, really warm, bright, golden tone, and you also have a really dark, grungy, lilac-y shade, but I think with that you can make something like an evening summer look almost. I really like this one as well. It's a little bit more dry, I have to say, but once it's on the eyes, it's really beautiful. But it also has a really strong black base to it. It's not something I really like that much when it comes down to dark shades like that, but it's okay, I can work with it, and I really like this one as well. But the greenish shade also reminding me of summertime, I have to say. Summer and maybe a little bit also the springtime because of its shifty nature. I really like it to use it also in the springtime as well, really often. But all in all, I think this is a perfect little summer quad for me to sprinkle in a little bit more excitement in the look, and to use it also as a companion palette, but also to use it as a one and done, really soft, beautiful eye look with a beautiful summery twist to it, you know? So really like to use it in both ways. The next one is also a quad, and it's a Tom Ford quad, and I thought immediately of the quad Lava Luster from him. It's the only Tom Ford quad I have in my collection. Maybe I will buy me some more Tom Ford quads in the future, but right now this is the only one I have. And this is one that can also go both ways. It's reminding me a little bit of the fall time, you know, but those rusty, beautiful, warm colors in here are also reminding me of summertime, when you are really getting all bronzed up and you want to sprinkle in something a little bit more fun, a little bit more glittery, but not too overly glittery. It's just like a beautiful shimmery eye when the sun is hitting you. This is the perfect quad, I think. This is really stunning. I use it always more like a companion palette and top every eye look that I'm doing off with this one when I feel the need to give it a little bit more shebang, and I really like to pull this one out for that. And really love it. It's also one that's reminding me of summer, like I said, because of its really warm, bronzy nature. And yeah, this is the next one I really want to use a little bit more now that it's getting warmer in the summertime, and I really like to use it especially as a topper, and I think this summer will be no exception that I will take this one and use it in that way. So the next one is maybe a more obvious one, because when you think, or when I think of summertime, I think of bold, bright, beautiful colors, and I immediately have to think of the Natasha Denona Soco Loco palette. I use this one all year round because I really like this palette, guys. I think it's beautiful, and you know, I like cool tones, I like warm tones, I like neutral tones, and I also really like colorful and bold tones. So I'm all over the place. That's sometimes also an issue because many palettes are speaking to me, so that's that. So if you know that problem, please tell me in the comments down below, or tell me your preference maybe also. What of a consumer are you? Do you like more the neutral type of shades, or do you like also everything like I do? Or do you like the bold and colorful looks? So really want to know that. And yeah, this is also one that's reminding me of summertime. This is, I have to say, it's not the palette I use the most from Natasha Denona, but it's the palette that's really impressing me almost the most from her, because the metallics are so unreal and beautiful. It's performing every time like I dream when I use this palette. So really, really love it. And yeah, do I have to say more? You have bronze tones, gold tones, really beautiful, strong, colorful shades. A little bit like a cocktail, you could say. So it's reminding me so much of summertime, and I really want to use it in the summertime as well a little bit more. Like I said, I use this one all year round because I think it's a fantastic palette. I always can count on it. I always can count on it that my looks are looking beautiful and stunning in the end. And yeah, really like this one, and I'm so excited to use this one in summertime now again a little bit more. Definitely will do that because this is a stunning palette, not just color wise but also quality wise. I really love this one. So the next one, I don't know if you can get this one anymore because it was a limited edition palette, and it's from the Urban Decay Naked line, and it's in collaboration with Robin Eisenberg. It's this beauty right here, and I really like it. You know, it's a naked palette and it's based on her alien people, and those are the colors that this palette is based off, you know. So that's because this is a naked palette for her alien people that she are drawing, and I really love this one. I think it's stunning quality for Urban Decay palette, you know. It's living up to the Urban Decay quality, and I really like it. I really enjoy the Urban Decay quality. I have to say it's not my favorite of all time, but I like to pull it out here and there, and every time I do a look with it, I really like what is the end result of my look, you know. So appreciate that as well. And if you cover up all the blue shades, you have a beautiful, warmish, summery, bronzy palette. So really love that, and I love that you have this pop of blues, because the last time I think I did the combination all over my lid with Home Planet and a really big beautiful wing with Foxfire. And it was a beautiful, stunning combination. Never had thought of it. I love to mix warm and cool tones, but this combination was really next level and I enjoyed it so much. So yeah, you can also do a really fun mix with the blue and the really beautiful warm brownish shades, and I think it's a perfect summer palette as well to also mix it a little bit up, to bring a little bit blues in, and those are also really beautiful bright kind of blues. And I think this is also a perfect summer palette that's somehow reminding me of it, and you also can do something really fun with it, I think. So I really want to pull this one out a little bit more in the summertime because I definitely need to. Don't played with it as much as I wanted to, and I think it's deserving it because I think the color story is, in my opinion, really nice. It's nothing new, but it's in a whole a really nice color story, and I really like the quality of this one. Okay, the next palette, you could say it's a fall palette in my opinion, but you could also say it's a beautiful summer palette, and it's my Rust palette from Melt Cosmetics. And this is also summer palette for me because I think you can do beautiful grungy summery looks with it. You can do beautiful warm bronzy looks with it, and it's all in the bronze family, you know. Yes, you could say those are falling into the category fall time, but for me this is also really beautiful and nice summer palette. It's really giving me somehow both vibes, and I'm enjoying it so much. So in the summertime this will also be a palette I need to pull out more. Haven't so often in the last couple of months because I have so many warm brownish tones in my collection, but this is, when I'm using this, it's something really different. I really love to use this one, and I really need to pull it out in the summertime more. Okay, let's stay with Melt, and this is a palette that's relatively new in my collection and that I have on my eyes today, and this is also giving me somehow summer vibes, and it's the Blueprint palette from Melt. I really love this one. It's the first time I used it today, and I think it performed really nice. This look is already on my channel or will be up on my channel soon, so don't worry about that. And yeah, really enjoyed this one, what can I say? And you have also again beautiful bronzy summer tones, and you can spice it up with this beautiful bluish, strong, vibrant shades that you have in here. So really enjoy this one, and I think it's also so nice and stunning for the summertime. Really could imagine to do this exact look, maybe without this dark brown here, and just put this one all over the lid, put this one a little bit into the middle area and this in my inner corner and call it a day. Also this bronzy shade right here, it's also beautiful summer bronzy type of a shade. I really love this palette and really want to play more in the summertime with it for sure. So the next one, let's stay to the more controversial palettes that could go also more in the fall category, and it's my Natasha Denona Gold palette right here. I really love this one. It's a beautiful, stunning palette, and yes, I see totally the fall vibes because of those more greenish type of gold tones that you have in here. But I also think you can do a stunning, bronzy, summery eye look with this one because of this really goldeny, warm gold tone, those really beautiful bronzy golds, and also the blues. I think blues are always beautiful in the summertime that you can sprinkle in your look, and maybe you can do it more fall when you are using those more greenish shades right here. But all in all, I think also this palette could go both ways, and I'm really excited to use this one in the summertime a little bit more. It's one of the older palettes in my collection, so I really need to give this one especially a little bit more love, because you know, palettes expire sometime, they will expire someday, and I have this one a really long time now in my collection, and I really want to get the most use out of it, so really need to pull this one out in the summertime as well for sure. Okay, the last three palettes, we are going strong, guys. I really want to do a little quick palette summer video, so let's do this. And the next one is one that is also, some people hate it, some people like it, some people love it. It's all over the place, but I really like this one, and it's my Gucci palette right here, the first one that they brought out. And it's looking like this in the inside, and do you see the summer vibes? I see it so much. I love this bright blue right here. I love those really beautiful warmish brownish tones. You could also make a little bit of a cool tone right here, but with this rosy shade sprinkled in your look, it could also go really nicely in the summer direction. And it's a more lightweight palette, you know, if you don't use necessarily the black or the dark lilac-y shade in here. This is also really giving me light, beautiful, fresh summer vibes, and I'm really excited also to use this one in the summertime a little bit more. And it's a really pricey palette, so you don't necessarily need it in your collection. I say it now to you, you really don't necessarily need it if you have a large collection. It's not adding that much value to your color story, you know, but I really love it. I'm happy that I have it, and I'm really happy to pull this out in the summertime a little bit more. I think in the summertime you sometimes also want to have a really light eye, or sometimes even nothing, but this is not what I'm going for. I really like to do my eyes as well when I do my makeup, so when I have the feeling I want something really light on my face, on my eyes, and I know I will sweat the whole day so much, this is, I think, a good palette to have, and I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, it's really multifunctional for me, so happy to have it, and I will pull this out in the summertime as well a little bit more. So I think here's a theme that's going on, because the next one is my Natasha Denona Zendo palette, and it's looking like this. And why this is for me a summertime palette, again, you have one cool, beautiful bluish side, and you have one warmer side right here. Also arguably could say that this is a more fall-like palette, but every time I put this one on my eyes, I get this summery, warmish kind of bronzy feel with it. So for me, this could also go both ways again, but in this case, I really want to use it in the summertime as well a little bit more. And I also really like to use those ones right here just on their own, just to do a really beautiful cool-ish summer look. I think this can also be something really nice and fun. And yeah, all in all, I really like it. The only shade I can't get that much use out of it, because I don't see the point in this shade really, is the shade Calm. It's giving me almost nothing, and it's really hard to pull this one off. It's really nothing. It's really nothing. So this is really the only shade in this whole palette that I have to say I don't like that much. But all in all, I really love this palette, even though some people didn't love it so much. I'm a big fan of this palette. And every time I do my eyes with it, I really love the look that I come up with. So I'm really happy that I have this one as well, and I want to use it in the summertime. So much more into beautiful, bronzy, glowy, bluish eye looks with it. So excited about that. And the last palette, this is a palette I think that many people will agree with me that this is more like a summer palette. And it's my Melt Amore Mariposa palette. Oh, guys. I think I will never finish those pans because this is so pigmented, so strong. The colors are vibrant as, you know, because look at this, look at this. But it's beautiful. I really, really love it. It's a bold as beautiful palette, and I really want to use this one in the summertime a little bit more. It's giving me everything. It's giving me bold. You also can do something fairly neutral with it if you want. It's giving me really strong, vibrant looks, and it's giving me lilac-y shades as well. And also really darkenish, grungy looks that we all know and love from Melt. So it's giving me everything for the summertime. And I really want to pull this one out again. The metallics in here are really yummy and juicy, guys. They are so stunning on the eyes. So yeah, really happy to have this one. And I really want to pull this out in the summertime a little bit more. I love the whole vibe of this palette, and it's giving me so much summer feelings, and yeah, really happy to have this, and I'm so excited to use this one and pull this one out. So guys, those were my 10 summer palettes that I want to use, a little bit more, let's phrase it like that, because I use all my palettes all year long. I can find in every palette a season, you know, I can do that. I can find in every palette a own season, but I also can find in every palette every season. If that makes sense, what I said right now. But you know what I mean, you know? So I really like to use all my palettes, but when it comes down to it, when I really think of the season and which palettes are pulling me a little bit more in with the vibe, you know, then I think those are the 10 palettes that I think a little bit more of when it comes down to the summertime. And I'm really excited to use them all. I'm really excited to play with them. I really want to give them a little bit more love, and this is always a good opportunity to pull out for every season maybe some palettes that you think, okay, I need to use you a little bit more and you look like summer, winter, etc. time, you know? So I think this is always a fun thing to do, and I'm really excited about that. And guys, thank you so much for watching again. If you like this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up that I know that. Maybe also subscribe my channel if you haven't already, and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, guys, I hope we will see each other in my next video, and until then, bye.